Okay, it's a letter.
I can't stand the suspense. Read the newspaper print.
Have changed
That's the
my
message from the
mind.
Celine Henry case.
Looks like... Okay. Yeah, that looked like an X to me. It was like MX, like, Lincoln Memorial. I'm like, how does that translate into English?
Okay, so it's a $10 bill. Have changed my mind. You would not give a square deal. Fuck you, BD. Tex. What?
Who is BD? This is very confusing.
BD is
Like, BD is the person who's allegedly been killing, like, all the people we found in the last, like, 4 weeks.
heap upon thy soul,
Upon
by,
thy soul
virtue.
by virtue of
Oh, he's
this
gonna read it.
curse.
Or not.
He always does that. It pisses me off. He reads, like, one line. It's like, oh, okay, he'll read it. No, he won't.
So is that Isle Deeds or
Ill deeds, I think.
Ill
Ill
deeds.
deeds, then be thou damned, beholding good. Hoth?
Both.
Heth?
both infinite as in the universe, and thou and thyself torturing solitude?
An awful image of calm power, though now thou sittest, let the hour come
Yeah.
when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally. Oh, now it's rhyming. Was it rhyming before? I didn't notice. I guess it was.
And after many a false and fruitless crime, score and track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
Actually, it wasn't really rhyming because good does not rhyme with solitude unless you pronounce it wrong.
Good.
Solitude.
So, holding good. Solitude. So this makes no sense.
That's why we called you in.
I don't think we're the right people to
Unless
call
he's
when
a
it doesn't
genius.
make sense.
Yeah.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You
Oh,
see,
Binbar.
Phyllis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
Right.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband
Bad.
in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Nothing good.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
All right. So clearly, the thing that's going to break this case wide open is that fruit place. We're not allowed to go there yet.
I mean, we could try again. I
No.
don't know if it's really worth our time.
No, it's not going to be open yet. We got to do this.
Are you liquored up?
I love how there's, like, no consistency. Because, like, it could have been that, like, oh, every time you should just do all the locations in order, except this time they've established that they just refuse to follow that pattern that they've almost set up.
This game.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What's up,
What do
guy?
you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
All right. Last contact
So
with
your
the
wife
victim.
paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
She went to the bar, then she went to his place.
Right, but the guy at the bar said he didn't know what time she left.
So we have no. If we had done it right, we would know.
Maybe. I'm not necessarily convinced of that.
Okay.
Check the notebook, though.
View the notebook. All right. So bloody stocking, trail, hat, key, this.
I have no idea what that's
It was
supposed to do for us.
253. 253? The time, maybe? Nah.
That seems really obtuse.
This thing, which
That
she
doesn't
didn't.
tell us a time.
This is a photograph.
We don't know, like, when her apartment was broken into either.
She said the early morning. The lady at the place.
Okay.
She said it was. She heard something in the wee hours of the morning. So it had to have been after she spoke to him, if his story is correct. Bloody shirt. That's something for later, right?
It seems like it. I
Quit
don't.
staring at
It's
me
like the
like
closest thing, but I don't think it applies. I don't think any of this works here. But I could be wrong.
She said he saw
All right.
him running after her.
But she didn't really tell us a time either, did she?
No.
I feel like she just sort of implied last night.
But I mean, the question is, what time was that? Late, around midnight. Maybe she didn't stay long. So, I mean,
we don't even necessarily know if that's true. Even just whether she stayed long.
yeah. So, doubt?
For some reason, I'm inclined to say truth, but I have nothing to back it up.
Okay, I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I don't know why I said doubt. But I don't know why truth either. So, we'll go with truth.
What time did she leave?
Just
Maybe
asked
1 o'clock.
Always wrong.
Dude.
But wait, I don't. Here's like we asked him like what time. He's like, oh, midnight. What time? Oh, like 1.
Fail.
Like
Fail.
what?
Okay, let's...
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Okay, so...
That's a.
Now we say lie and present him with the paper? Except he never saw the paper because it
didn't
was
necessarily
left...
see it, but I still think that's correct.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
It may be
Angel.
wrong, but I
She'd
think
been
it's
granted
right.
a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Ah!
I think you passed it. Passed it again.
This is it, right?
Yeah.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband.
Who
I
else would?
slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
That's how divorce papers work.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Oh, thank God. Okay. He's clearly not the Dahlia killer, though. He's not smart
No,
enough.
not at all.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been
Because he's
removed.
Mexican.
Was she wearing her
Ah,
religious medallion
racism.
last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Or what? I should pay attention. No, wrong button.
Another button.
Found her jewelry
Religious medallion.
wearing her religious medallion that night.
It's missing from her body when we found her, right? We didn't find that.
We found...
We found the picture that showed like the charm bracelet, but that's like completely irrelevant to
Yeah,
everything.
and at the crime scene we found a key and a ring.
Yeah, but not medallion.
Yeah, and he says, of course she always wore it, so where is it? Right? There's no... That's not it.
Bracelet.
I feel like this religious necklace is important because
Well,
every
I think what we're supposed to
every single
do,
person we've met so far has
I
mentioned
think
it.
what we're supposed to do is call lie and say that the thing is missing. Maybe provoke him into like saying he
Let's
has
look
it
at
or
this
something.
again. Sure, she
'Cause-
always wore that.
So he's saying that she was wearing it that night, but like when we found her, it wasn't there. So my guess, and again could be wrong, because I'm bad at this game,
Right.
is that we're supposed to say like, yeah, but it's missing. So
Religious
heck happened?
necklace.
close to the bottom. There you go.
But it doesn't say that it wasn't found on the body, it just says that it was a thing.
I mean, it wasn't found on the body though. Also, the picture is like a question mark. So I think that sort of implies I don't know.
Okay.
This is my suggestion. You have the controller. Feel free to do what you want.
So the question is whether or not she was wearing the religious medallion on the night of the murder.
Yep.
Sure, she always wore that.
I mean, I suppose it could be doubt for the same reason, but like it seems strange to me that it's in our inventory.
Yeah. You know what, actually? I think I am compelled to say lie on all the ones we're unsure about because he
This is
he
why I've been
leads us.
suggesting it a lot because
Yeah.
that we were sort of saying like, oh, like it's like a 33% chance. How can we never get it right? Because we almost never do lie because we just never seem to think that we have evidence.
Right, but the thing is that when we press lie, he leads us to the evidence. With his,
Sometimes he does, yeah.
So I think it's worth pressing lie because you can always backtrack.
But we haven't we had the experience also that like after pressing lie and like being wrong like at least once, like we couldn't back out of it. I think
don't-
that's
I don't
happened.
remember that ever
once.
happening.
I think that happened back when you were still getting the buttons confused and accidentally accused someone of killing her husband, and then the second time, like we couldn't back out of it.
Maybe.
I think that happened.
Maybe. All right.
I still say
I still say lie.
Yeah.
I think you killed her, stripped the body of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
You should get a better hat. This is to your head.
he's not wrong, but stripped her of. I don't know if that's
It doesn't.
like that could be like charm bracelet too. Like
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's trying to lead us to.
Yeah. Fuck this game, man. All right. What do I think? I think.
I can see it being almost anything at this point.
Yeah.
I can see it being necklace, charm bracelet, or doubt. I can see it being any of those three.
But not truth.
I don't think truth. As you say, like it just seems too important. Like everyone's brought it up. There's something
let's
suspicious
go with
about
it. Let's just because we
Quit
have it in our
staring at me
inventory.
like that.
It's got to be useful for something, right?
Let's give it a shot. See what happens.
What does that music mean?
Not necessarily anything. Oh, good. It's loading problem.
I've told you the truth.
Yeah, we failed.
You don't believe me? You can go to hell.
X.
Okay. Well, at least we got one right so far.
Your wife has been brutally murdered.
Yes.
So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
No.
That's gotta be.
Clearly, he did not cut himself shaving. There's
No.
blood everywhere.
Well, I mean, it was like blood all over his arm, plus like
On his collar.
Yeah, on his collar. But like, it seems dumb to say lie and like show him the shirt, but that might be right.
Look at the notebook. Let's see what the evidence says exactly.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Husband's alibi. Where is it?
Husband's alibi is at the bottom.
Here it
The
is.
shirt's
Bloody
there.
shirt. Men's button-down shirt stained with blood on collar and sleeve.
I thought I remembered the blood being like closer to his like the cuff of the shirt, but that
Yes.
picture has it like
On the elbow, yeah.
yeah, which
I remember
makes it
the
even
same.
more conspicuous because like, how would you do that shaving?
Yeah. Wiping it like this.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. People can't see that, but you get the idea. It's actually that time.
Yeah, I suppose we can hold on. I mean, like, I think we could probably fit this one in, but
Okay, should I do this? Lie and then bloody shirt? You want to use the intuition?
no, I still don't want to use the intuition.
Okay.
Like, I would like to try and save the intuition for something like that last time when it was like, did Parkman or the pedophile do it?
Yeah.
And like, we had no friggin' idea.
Yeah. So you think lie and then the shirt?
Yes, I do.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
I think that works here.
You're lying through your teeth. You killed her and your brother's in on it.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that?
We already established the divorce thing. Shut up. I don't understand the brother comment, but I think it's still the shirt.
I think it's doubt now.
Do you?
Well, because the brother comment, it wasn't... I was expecting him to say something about... I mean, the question is, why is there so much blood if you cut yourself shaving, right? That's the question.
Essentially.
So do we get to that question by saying doubt? Because, come on, I doubt that. It's got to... How much would there so much blood? Or do we hold up the shirt and is he going to say that?
Well,
There's
I mean,
no way of
the
knowing.
difference is like the argument, I suppose, is that if you hold up the bloodied shirt, you're like, okay, like maybe you get it on the collar by like shaving because you like do it around your neck.
Yeah.
But
Quit
like,
staring at me
what
like
the heck
that.
with the arm?
Yeah.
But like, I could see it going either way. But the thing that bugs me is that if it's not lie, why the hell is this evidence?
Yeah. So
But
blood...
let's hold off making the decision till next time
All right.
because we've discussed a little and pressed our luck on the time.
Yeah. Check out tomorrow.